Hello, hello. I can see two people in here. How are you? McKaylee, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining us today. Oh, I feel like it's, you guys will have to let me know if, let's see, I'm gonna try to do something to see if I can get the picture a little bit more clearer while there's just a few of you in here. Hello, Deku. Might be. Do you think the picture is cloudy? Can you come look real quick?
Yeah, I don't know why it is.
It's cloudy. Hey guys, quick question for you. Is the picture cloudy? If the picture is cloudy, tell me yes. If it's not, say no. Hello, Alyssa Wooten and Eula and Tommy and Marva. Hello. Jared, hello. Valencia, welcome. Anthony, Shannon, Debbie, Audrey. Hello, hello. Oh, no. Okay, so it's good? Okay, Reginald says yes. Okay, a little bit. I tell you what, hopefully, let's see, we might be able to get it together. It would be great. Maybe it's the sunlight. Let me try to flip it. I think we're good. I think what's happening possibly is it's so stinking sunny in my backyard. You can see the glare, right? I think it could be so sunny to where when you see me on this side of the camera, it looks cloudy a little bit. But when I flipped it over towards the food, it was nice and clear. So I'm not going to freak out about it. Hello, everybody. Yes, happy 4th of July. Happy Monday. I hope y'all are having a great day today. As you come in, make sure you give a thumbs up to the live. I can see all 184 of you. Ain't nobody giving a thumbs up. Give the live a thumbs up. Hello, Raymond. How are you? Yes, you do. You see Prego sauce? Faithful. Hello, GMB. Hello, Kasha. I think that's maybe how you say it. Hazel. Hello. Debbie, welcome. D. Harris, hello, how are you? Nancy, hello. Fatima, hello. Ruthie. May, hello. Miss B. Maureen, hello. Hello and welcome in to each and every one of you. Remember, as you come in, give the live a thumbs up. Gina's going to show you all how to make delicious meatball subs. These meatballs are succulent. They're delicious. They have so much flavor. Audrey, hello. And if you want to, for these meatballs, you can boil some spaghetti noodles on the side. And if you get tired of the meatball sandwiches tonight, later on you can put these meatballs over top of some spaghetti noodles. So not only are these meatballs going to serve for just one recipe, but if you make some noodles on the side, you can use it for 2 recipes, right? Absolutely you can. Teresa, welcome. How are you, everybody? I'm so excited to see you all here, and I can't wait to make and taste these meatballs. What is it? It is blurry. Okay, so let me give me the glass cleaner. I'm hoping I don't turn the live off. So how can I rub it without rubbing them off?
Just
Hit the camera?
the black one.
What?
Yeah, that,
Touch this?
yeah.
And then do what?
Wipe it.
Hold on, y'all. I just want to wipe off the lens and see if I can give you a more clear picture, okay? You want to come do it? I'm still here. Oh, we just need to clean the black thing? We just need to clean that? Give it here. Hey, Drew, welcome. Melinda, how are you? Okay, I can see it getting cleaner right now. There we go. How about it? Looked like somebody's fingerprint was right on the lid. Now we're moving in the right direction. There she is, nice and clear, absolutely. Melinda, hello. Hello, listen, if you want to, while we're waiting on a few people to come in, tell your family and friends. Text your family, text your friends, tell them Gina Young is live. Getting ready to show you all how to make some delicious meatballs. Absolutely I am. Hello, hello, hello. Sonia won't be here today. She may be able to step into the live, but she won't be in the live. She has family plans today. Nicole and Christopher, welcome back. Okay, Deborah says it looks great. Derek Eads, welcome back. Ron Wilson, hey, I can see you. How are you? Howdy, as you would say. Howdy, partner. Mark, hello. All right, great. Drew Moss, welcome back in. You like your ESP. What's ESPS? I've tried many of them. Are you saying my APs, my Haitian APs? Maybe. Maybe that's what you're saying. Alyssa, hello. Charlene Bell and Zadi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Duran. Valencia Pickett, hello. Christy Fowler, how are you? Mary Graham, Raymond is eating tuna pasta for dinner. That doesn't sound bad. Let me see. I think Derek said he can't see you, Ron. Ron, I'm here to tell you we can see you. We can see you. We all can see you. Okay, Tommy Painter says, let's see. I guess the print of the view of the camera, the cover of the whole wide spec. Okay. Latika, how are you today? Latika says, I want two, Gina. Just give me two. You want 2 meatball subs to go. Now, Latika, I'm charging, let's see. I'm charging $6.50 a meatball sub. Welcome in, Drew. How you doing today? ENS Plus, welcome. Valerie, hello. Thank you for sharing. Sue, how you doing today? Bobby, welcome back in. How many of you all? Oh, you're paid 10. Okay, that's great. You're acting up as usual. Okay. That's a great price, says Mary. Okay, this is great. So now, we'll wait just a little while, just maybe a good 5 to 7 minutes. Give some more people some time to come into the chat, get their ingredients together and all the fun stuff, and then we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. I couldn't be more excited. Garth, welcome in. The energy is amazing today. Okay, great. I tell you what, Raymond, right before I came on here, I was praying. I said, Lord, give me your energy. Give me your energy. I did, I promise. I said, Lord, give me your energy. I need your strength today because I'm kind of tired, but I feel good right now. I feel like the Lord answered. Thank you, Lord. Absolutely. Christopher says, I pray everyone is having a great day. Thank you. The same to you. Erica Parks, hello. Okay, so Christy Fowler says, Drew, she always gives us low prices on her takeouts. Yeah, those are just prices for you guys, you know. I kind of give you like a little cut in the price. Gina, I saw the Salisbury steak. Mary, let me tell you. Mary, the Salisbury steak, I did that video early this morning. The taste on the Salisbury steak was so delicious. I made Salisbury steak yesterday, y'all. And then my family wanted it again today. So I said, the heck with that, I'm turning it into a video. So that's how much they loved it. So sometime today, check out the homemade Salisbury steak recipe. If you haven't checked it out, you're gonna love the recipe. And the meat is so tender and so flavorful. Yeah, that's fine. Check the ads on this. Kicking it with Donna, welcome. Gwen, welcome. Little bit, how you doing? Angela, hello, hello. Typo correction, oh, it's definitely okay. I'm always texting the wrong type of stuff on an accident, and I hate it. I have to say, oops. All right, everybody, so I'm getting ready to get up. Make sure, bring the thumbs up, bring the thumbs up. Let's make sure the thumbs up is matching with the people that's in here during this chat today. M. Beasley, welcome back. Mildred, hello. How are you? Jackie, hello. So I spoke to Sonia. Sonia has something really important to do with her family, and she's not able to attend. She said she might be able to, but just in case she's not able to attend, she wanted to let everybody know. She's doing just fine. She just has like family business to do, okay? All right, Tyra Green, welcome. Ingredients today, says Tyra. Okay, I'm gonna say the ingredients, then I'm gonna jump up, put my apron on. We're gonna get started cooking meatballs Gina Young style. Your favorite marinara or spaghetti sauce, okay? I'm using spaghetti sauce, Prego to be exact. You're gonna need some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, the spices. Salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Breadcrumbs, you're gonna need 1 large egg, a little bit of milk, okay? You need fresh parsley when making meatballs. It's a really interesting ingredient, right? Rarely will you ever see me using parsley, but in this recipe, it needs it. It makes the meatball, right? Not just parsley alone, but it gives the meatball exactly what we're looking for. You're gonna need mozzarella or provolone or your favorite cheese and some type of sub bun. A lot of times here at the Young's house, if we just can find hot dog buns, we'll use that. And for the people in the background that might wanna just learn how to make meatballs, you can boil some noodles on the side, some spaghetti noodles, and you can have spaghetti and meatballs today instead of your meatball sub, whatever you want to do. Okay, what happened to Raymond? My goodness. Oh, your brother loves meatball subs. What is Raymond saying? Y'all are so funny. Okay, here we go. I'm about to get up, get my apron, get my hands clean. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice clear bowl. Hello, Tommy. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take a nice clear bowl. We're gonna put our meat into our bowl and begin to mix all of our ingredients into our meat, okay? All right. Let me grab my apron. And then of course, I'll also put the microphone on. Thank you, Garth. Somebody let me know in the comment section who loves a good meatball sub. I don't know about you all, but we here at the Young's house, we can eat meatball subs like every month, year round, every day, because they're that delicious, right? And what I always like to tell people when making a meatball sub is use what kind of cheese you love. You might be that person that wants to, oh, Ron says I do. You might be that person that likes hot pepper cheese on your meatball sub. You might like a sharp cheddar. Use what cheese you love so you can enjoy the recipe. Hi, Derek, how are you? Okay, the microphone's in, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get this microphone on. Oh, you do the turkey meatballs. Absolutely, Saj, welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining. Mary Addison, hello, hello. Ooh, he said pepper jack and olives. I've never heard of olives on there. Now, here's what I did think, Ron. I thought that you could put a banana pepper, like the yellow banana peppers, onto a meatball sub and it would be absolutely amazing. And so now I got to try it your way. Oh, Sharon says I do. All right, let me get my apron. Let's turn this down so I can make sure I'm putting my apron on correct. Perfect. You love black. Are you putting black olives on there? Are you kidding me? I think it's interesting. I'd love to try it with olives. All right, let's flip our camera over. We're getting ready to rock and roll. Making meatball subs, Gina Young style, it's easy. And I'm gonna give you an option. You can put these meatballs directly into your sauce and cook them, or we're gonna cook them in the oven, but I'll go over all of that once we get started. All right, I need to check a little lighting. Okay. Let me know if I'm in the camera. If at any time you're having issues with lighting or someone can't hear me, always let me know and I would love to fix the situation, okay? So right now, what I want to do, I want to get my hands impeccably clean. Happy 4th of July to every one of you out there. Happy 4th of July to your families. I hope you all have a beautiful, great holiday. I really do, and I hope that you share and make some of my recipes for your holiday. And we can, when we start to talk after, while we're waiting on the food to cook, or after the food is done and we chat, if you guys want 4th of July recipes, I can give you some ideas and recipes to cook for your 4th of July that you're going to absolutely love. Okay. Nicole Boyd, hello. He said you're timed out again. Don't y'all do that to him. Don't you dare do that to him. Okay. All right, I got some nice burger. Now, listen, y'all, for the people that's familiar with me.
They said your sound's low.
The sound is low. We'll fix the sound for you, okay? He'll fix it right now. And then just let me know how the sound sounds, okay? Let me know, is the sound better? It should be better. Is it better? Okay, he fixed the sound. Can't wait for tomorrow. Hamburgers, hot dogs, kebabs, chicken, clams, corn on the cob, baked beans. Oh my goodness, Beth. Beth, okay, did I get invited? Beth, I have to know, did you invite me? You sound fine to me. Thank you, Lily. Yes, happy 4th to everyone. Mildred says it sounds good, so thank you so much. First thing that we want to do, let's put some breadcrumbs into our meat. I have 1.5 pounds of ground meat that I'm using. You can use ground turkey, ground chicken, you can use ground beef and ground pork, or just ground beef. Okay, I always like to start off with 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. Okay, I can eyeball what 1/2 cup looks like, And if you're unable to do that, grab a 1/2 cup measuring cup and put a 1/2 cup of your breadcrumbs in. Any kind of breadcrumbs will work. Okay, you could even break up breadcrumbs from a piece of bread if you wanted to. Break up some bread and throw it in here. It's the same thing, okay? So now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. The breadcrumb serves as a binder, okay? It's going to give the meatball a great consistency, right? It really is. It's going to also help to hold the meatball together, all right? And so now I'm going to tell you all, like my grandma used to always tell me, when using breadcrumbs, you have to always soak your breadcrumbs in a little bit of milk. It just makes the texture nice and moist. It helps it to stay moist and makes it really delicious. Okay, so I have just a little tiny bit of milk. Sometimes what my grandma would do is she would take either, if it was her bread, her crackers, or her breadcrumbs, she would put that in a separate bowl, pour milk on it to get it nice and soggy, right? And then she would put it into her mixture. But I figured the same thing works this way. If we just pour our milk right on top. How much am I using? I'm using less than a 1/2 cup of milk, okay? So we're gonna put that right on top of the breadcrumbs to get them nice and moist, just like so in this manner. How simple. It's very simple, okay? And as I use my ingredients, if I use an ingredient, you're gonna see me move it all to one side so that I know what I've used and what I haven't used, okay? We do need to get 1 large egg out. So I'm gonna grab 1 egg out the refrigerator. We're gonna crack 1 egg into our mixture. We're not putting onions in here. We're not putting onions or bell peppers or anything like that. This is a simple, delicious, flavorful meatball, okay? So right now what we've done so far, we put a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs, any kind of breadcrumbs. You wanna use crackers, you can use it, okay? Milk and egg. And now we're gonna season it. We're not gonna skimp on the seasoning. We're gonna put a nice amount of the Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese will bring any meatball to life. Not only does it give it great flavor, but I feel like it lightens it up somehow. And I always like to use the Parmesan that comes in a shaker bottle. Really, I do. Okay, so come on in, you guys, and take a look. I just want to really cover the top of the meat, and I always like to say that's enough. All right, we're gonna go in with salt. If you cannot use salt, then simply leave it out the recipe, okay? I'm gonna use some black pepper. Oh yeah. Garlic and onion powder, okay? Don't be afraid to season. If you're out there, I say it all the time. You're out there, you're afraid to season, your food will be flavorless. Don't be the person that makes a flavorless meatball and then you say it's Gina Young style. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't do it to me. Put some flavor in there. All right, but like I said, for those people that can't use salt, just leave the salt out. It will be just as delicious. So now what I'm gonna do, I've taken my bling off. We're gonna go right in. One thing, hold on guys. I need to take a bunch of, and let me show you how much. You need parsley. I wanna use just that much, just a tiny bit, okay? We're gonna chop that baby up. And always make sure when you're using fresh parsley or any fresh vegetables, you have to wash them off. If you don't wash them off, you may have sand and dirt in them, okay? So I'm gonna chop it up. Even the stem is fine. Do what you can to get it nice and chopped up, just like so. This is a great addition to flavor. And also it's gonna put a little bit of color going through your meatball, okay? How about it? I'm cooking out on bit later this evening and you're having barbecue chicken. My goodness. It sure sounds good, I tell you that, Derek. I'm curious, does the fresh parsley have a taste? I'm assuming it's very different from dried parsley. Great question. It's very different from dried parsley. I feel like dried parsley doesn't really have any flavor. It's really more for color, just to make things nice and pretty. But this, it does have some flavor. It really does have some flavor, and it makes a meatball delicious. It really does. Like I said, that Parmesan cheese, the egg and the milk and the breadcrumbs, this fresh parsley is just makes for a meatball delicious. So I'm going to put this in. It's just a little handful. All right? Just like so. And the next thing that we're going to do, I'm not going to use that little bit. The next thing that we're going to do is we want to go in, get everything nice and well incorporated. You can use a spoon or use your hand. Either, whatever you decide to use will work. But I highly suggest when you're mixing up your meatballs that you don't handle it too much. Handling the meatball too much will create your meatball being tough. It's the same thing when I tell you all, if you're making a hamburger, try not to handle it too much because the heat from your hand will make the burger dry and hard. If you're making a meatloaf or meatballs, just hurry up, get it mixed up, start making your meatballs, trying not to handle it too much. Okay, I love you too, thank you. Let's mix. Let's do the mixy mix just like so. Get that egg in there. You're going to be able to smell that garlic, the onion powder, fresh parsley. Look at this. Yes. Now, while I do this, let's talk about the possibilities of how to make the meatball. How do you make it, Gina? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can turn around and take the actual meatball and put it into your sauce and just let it simmer away. And guess what happens? It cooks in the sauce. You mean, what do you mean, Gina? You're going to take the raw meatball and put it into the sauce? Absolutely. You put it into a sauce that has been simmering, and it will continue to cook as the sauce continues to simmer. So you have that option. Your next option is to take the meatball, put it in the oven on 375 degrees on a cookie sheet, and you don't even have to flip them over. You just make up your meatballs whatever size you want, just like this. Throw it in the oven, and when it's done, it's done. How am I going to know it's done? Listen, you can do an internal temperature, okay, of your meatball. You can do it that way, okay? Or that's what I suggest for the people that's not going to know when their meatball is done. Okay, 155 to 165, the meatball is definitely going to be done. But you're going to be able to look at those meatballs and know that they're done. A lot of times what I like to do, because it's so much fun, why not take one out? I take one out, I slice that baby in half, I cut it, and we taste it. And while we're tasting it, we can look on the inside and see if that baby is fully cooked, right? So I love to make meatballs because we always take about maybe 3 out. We do. We take like 3 out and then we taste it and we say, it's done. Look good to me. But I do suggest using an internal thermometer. Make your meatballs the size that you want. You can make teeny tiny ones. You can make a big humongous one if you want, okay? Just have fun with this recipe. And doing something like this, the grandkids, the kids, your family would enjoy just sitting around talking, making meatballs with you. They would. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely like a memory maker. Making meatballs together, you know, remember we used to sit down at the counter and make meatballs with Grandma? Like, those are great memories that I love. And that's a lot of the memories that I have when I think about certain foods. I can remember my dad just making spaghetti and I'd just be sitting there watching. everything that he did. And I loved doing that. I love just sitting there at the counter watching, you know, or helping with something. This is like making meatloaf meatballs. Absolutely. Yes, it is. Loretta, how you doing? Adriana? Hello. Dejuan, hello. Hello, Gina and everyone. Looking good, making meatballs. Yes, absolutely. So now, if let's just say you turn around and look at your mixture and you say, man, I really don't need no more meatballs. Well, guess what you can do? You can turn around and use the rest of the mixture to make a little tiny meatloaf. Okay, there's been plenty of times where I've mixed together the meatball mixture and I think that's definitely enough meatballs. I really don't need any more. Well, with the rest, you can turn around and turn it into a little tiny meatloaf, throw some ketchup on top and bake it, and it would be just as delicious. It is a mini meatloaf. Wait, Gina has a garlic bread. What you said? Wait, Gina has a garlic bread video? I gotta go find it. I don't know if I do. Y'all, I have so many videos. I have over 1,600 videos, and I try to remember them all, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have a video for homemade garlic bread. I don't know. Beth, how you doing? You said you was thinking the same thing. Bake some garlic bread, then put the meatballs with the sauce, the mozzarella cheese on it, and some pepperoncini peppers on the side. Listen, now we're in the right direction. You're speaking my language, Beth, because that sounds absolutely amazing. It does. It sounds amazing. So here's what I'm going to do. I plan on putting my meatballs into the oven. But what I will do for you all is I'll put a couple of the meatballs right in with the sauce so you can see how they cook as well. Just in case there's someone in the chat that would like to try the recipe with the meatballs going straight into the sauce and cooking from there. Okay? Hello, Urban Tea. Welcome back in. Nothing right now, Drew, but tomorrow it's on, says Saj. Okay? Saj, how you doing today? Beth said, I love spicy. Welcome in if you're just now coming in. If you're just now coming in and you look up and you realize you didn't give a thumbs up to the live, be sure to give a thumbs up to the live. It's very important. It's very, very important. And listen here, everybody. So after we get done cooking, it's time to eat. We say an amazing prayer, and then we'll sit and chit-chat for a while. What I'd like for you all to do, I'm going to give you a little tiny bit of homework while we're cooking. And your homework would be, write down great topics that we can talk about. That way we can keep the conversation going this evening. When we have a good conversation going, we tend to stay on here longer. Right? So when you guys bring up the good topics, we're having so much fun. We turn around and look up and we done been on here for 5-6 hours. Right? So if you have a great topic that you would like to talk about, go ahead and write it down. And when I come in front of the camera, we'll talk about it all. Okay? Eula has a question. Okay, Sue, thank you. I would love to answer your question, Eula. Terrell Unknown, how are you? Oh, getting ready for the fireworks tonight. Okay, Ron, that's amazing. I hope y'all enjoy the fireworks. I really do. I want y'all to have a great time. It's too hot in New York to turn the oven on. So into the pot they go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Put them in the pot. They're going to be just as delicious. Watch the fingerprints. Eula has a question. Okay, Eula, can you say your question and I can answer you? Hi, Christy. How are you? Karen, welcome back in. Thank you for coming in and joining us today. Now, if you think that the meatballs that I'm making is too big, You can always make your meatballs the size that you would like, okay? I usually just use a regular size cookie sheet, and once I fill them up, that's all the meatballs that I need, right? But like I said, if I have any left over, I make a little tiny meatloaf. Even if I make it this big, throw it in the oven and it's delicious. Happy 4th of July, Mildred. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you. Welcome to all the new people. Thank you all for coming in and joining. If you're new at any time, please feel free to let us know what your name is. Just say that I'm new. And if I miss your message, the people in the background would love to welcome you to our family that we have here. So how many of you all, how many of you, and show me a flag. How many of you all are going to the fireworks tonight? Are you going to watch the fireworks tonight? If you are, let me know. You're new here. Hey, he ain't new, y'all. Derek is not new. He's been watching since 1999. Shaquita, welcome. Hey, first time chatting in your live. Your name is Taste the Blessing. Taste the Blessing. Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming in and joining us today. We're glad to have you here. We're making meatballs. Homemade meatballs, Gina Young style. And we're going to have a fun time doing it. Ron, okay, Ron is going. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh, you'll be watching the fireworks on the TV, Marietta. Oh, absolutely. I can remember where let's see. I feel like I watched the fireworks on the TV before when I was younger. But then on the same hand, I can say that every year we went to the fireworks. So I don't remember. Maybe if I was at my grandmom's house, we watched it, on the TV. Oh, he did, Drew. Okay. I do. All right, y'all. Not able to get out to watch in person. I totally understand. I do. I understand. Phases of Angie, hello. Drew, my goodness. Oh, that's a big one, y'all. Okay, so basically, turn your music down. So basically, we have our meatballs nice and together, okay? We have our oven preheated, 375 degrees. And when you make your meatballs, what's great about it, you don't have to worry about getting up, flipping them over or anything like that. They're gonna cook from the inside out, okay? They're gonna be fully cooked, cooking them at 375 degrees. They're gonna be nice and golden brown. If you have to turn it down. If you have to second guess it, you take an internal temperature. And if you don't have a thermometer, make sure you take one out and cut it open to check and see for doneness. Okay, so there we go. Beautiful meatballs, and guess what we're getting ready to do? We're ready to put them in the oven. How about right now? Well, let's see, I can stand to make one more. And then I'm left with enough meat that I can make a little teeny tiny meatloaf, and we're gonna do just that. Meatball subs are amazing, and you can't wait for this recipe, Catherine. Okay. All right, so let's get these into the oven now. Make sure that your meatballs are not touching. And the reason why I like to say that is because if they're touching, they'll stick together, right? So make sure they're not touching when they go in the oven, and you won't have to cut any apart from each other. I want to wash my hands because anytime you're dealing with raw meat, you have to wash your hands before you touch anything. So before I touch my oven door, I'm going to wash my hands so that I don't transfer bacteria to my oven door. And then I'll look at a couple messages. So for the people in the background, you may be wondering about Sonia. I spoke to Sonia and she is just fine. She has something special special she's going to be doing with her family today. She said she may be able to check into the chat, but, you know, she might not be able to, and I told her that's absolutely fine. You know, I understand because it is the holiday, you know, and families are getting together around this time. Feed me, Drew, says Derek. Is Drew making something? How about we get these into the oven right now, and then I'm going to show you what I like to do to my sauce to make my sauce delicious. Okay?
Someone said, what are the noodles in the back for?
What are the noodles in the back for? Great question. So the noodles are in the back because when I make meatballs, anytime I make meatballs, I always make some noodles on the side. Because, like, let's just say we have meatball subs, you know, this evening. But maybe tomorrow, somebody wants some spaghetti and meatballs. I'll just have noodles ready for when they say, you know what, I want some spaghetti and meatballs. And then it's readily available. Okay? So, and when I make meatballs, I always make noodles. And I'm going to make them now. I like to cook my noodles for just 11 minutes. And what I do, I boil my water. I salt the water. Put a little bit of salt in there to give the noodles flavor. And then I'm going to boil my noodles for 11 minutes. After 11 minutes, we drain the noodles and we got spaghetti noodles. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to put my noodles in right now. I'm only going to use like a half a pound. Because I don't know about you all, but I love some good meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs. Delicious. But I also love, you know, meatball subs. Let's stir this. And then I want to salt the water. And cook those noodles for 11 minutes. We have the meatballs in the oven. Okay, so now it's time to think about our sauce. When it's time to do your sauce, hold on, y'all. Okay, when it's time to do your sauce, I want you all to think about, do you want to put fresh veggies in here? You might be the person that wants to put fresh garlic, fresh onions in there, but you don't have to. I just have to step in and say, when I purchase a spaghetti sauce or a marinara sauce, I make sure I get one that I like the taste of it, right? Even though I like the taste of it, I add more seasonings to make it even more flavorful. So since I purchased this chunky spaghetti sauce, it has all kinds of veggies in it, I'm not going to put any extra veggies in. I'm just not. There's no need to. Only thing we're going to do is we're going to re-season it to give it some more flavor. So if the camera can come in and show them this gorgeous sauce that we have here. Beautiful. We're going to open up this one. And like I said, you can use a marinara sauce as well. Beautiful. I'm going to put just a little bit of water in there so we can rinse out the can. I'm not going to use a whole bunch of water because when you're making a meatball sandwich, you don't want for your sauce to be really watery, right? That's the last thing you want. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. A little bit of water just to rinse it out a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay, and then we're going to re-season. For those of you that like a little bit of sugar in your sauce, absolutely you can. Okay, the sugar cuts the acid a little bit, so it's not so acidic, if that makes any sense. Here's what I like to do. Come on in so they can see how much Parmesan cheese we're going to put into the sauce. Look at that. That right there, that just tickles my fanny because it is so delicious. A little bit of Italian seasoning never hurt nobody either. If you wanted to put some in there and you happen to have some, absolutely, go ahead. All right, we're going in with garlic powder. Beautiful. We're gonna put some black pepper. Beautiful. Onion powder. Well, this one was onion, this is garlic. Okay? And some salt. I am always the person that likes to put the pinch or two of sugar in my tomato sauce because, like I said, it cuts the acid and it gives a great flavor that I like. Now, a lot of people have the question, they like to say, but Gina, okay, so when you put the sugar in, does the sugar make it sweet? I promise. I'm not aiming to make this recipe sweet. No. I'm aiming to give it an umami factor, make them say, mommy, where'd she get this recipe from? It's a simple recipe. It's just the sugar that made it taste absolutely amazing. That's enough sugar, okay? But you can leave the sugar off if you want to. You don't have to use the sugar. So now, like I said, if you want to use some Italian seasoning, sprinkle you some in there. It's going to be great. Okay, so come in and we'll stir it together. How about it? Look how chunky it is. It's so chunky with all the lovely hidden veggies inside of there. And that's how I bump up a tomato sauce or a spaghetti sauce or a marinara sauce that has already been pre-made. You can make it taste even delicious by doing that step. So now once this heats up, I'm going to taste it and see if I'm happy with the flavor. And from that point, if I'm happy with the flavor, we're good to go. You can turn it on low. And then when our meatballs are done, oh, I forgot. Okay, a couple meatballs are going to go in. I told you all I wanted to do that. So let's put a couple meatballs in here. Remember I said for the people that just wants to put them in there and they cook in there? Absolutely, I'm going to do this for you. Because I know there's some people that wants to put the meatballs in. You can, and I'm going to show you.
They said, is it not going to contaminate the sauce?
Is it going to? Oh, no. Because we're cooking these fully. These will get cooked, okay? They don't always stay raw in there, but it does make a lot of sense what you're saying, okay? Great question. It makes a lot of sense, but what happens is these wind up cooking fully to its full potential in there. And the sauce cooks and will cook off any bacteria or anything that you ever would have to worry about, okay? So no worries there. Absolutely. Let's get it in there. Just like so. I'm telling you, meatballs is definitely a great recipe that you can make for any day of the week, for a party, for a holiday. Make it just because it's just easy to make and it's delicious, right? Absolutely. Okay, let me see. Is she cooking spaghetti? Denise, I'm making meatball subs. Meatball subs is what we're making. And I have the meatballs in the refrigerator. In the oven, cooking on 375 degrees. And we have some sauce going here. And we're gonna let that sauce just cook up for a minute. I wanna wash my hands, and then if it's okay with you all, while our meatballs cook and our sauce simmers, I'm gonna come around in front of the camera. We can chit chat until it's time to take our meatballs out of the oven. Okay, if you're making noodles, go ahead and check on them. We're only cooking the noodles for 11 minutes. I want to wash my hands. So take a look at the meatballs, how they sit in the sauce. But then when we, at some point, I'll show you what the meatballs are looking like that's cooking in the sauce, okay?
Someone said you use 375 on the Salisbury steak too. Do you?
You can use, on the Salisbury steak, you can do 375 or 350.
They said, do you do 375 for all beef?
No. A lot of times I'd like to, let me just tell you this. 90% of the time when I'm baking something in the oven, I bake it on 350 degrees. But when I'm doing a video, sometimes I might yank up the heat just a little bit so to fasten up the process, okay? But 90% of the time I'm cooking on 350. This recipe can be baked in the oven 350 as well, okay? And these can be baked 350. Your Salisbury steak can go in at 350 as well. Okay, so if you decide to do 350 versus 375, you'll just cook it a little bit longer. Okay, but that is a great question. Hello, Gina and everyone in the chat. Happy 4th. Shara, welcome and thank you for coming in and joining us today. Let me check on my noodles, y'all. Oh, beautiful. My noodles are almost done. I think I'll set just a quick timer so I can remember to check in on my noodles. I'm going to wipe my stove down. I'm going to come around and we can chat for a while. Welcome in if you're just now coming in, and happy 4th of July. I know everybody's getting ready to go get set up to go watch the fireworks. Happy 4th of July, guys. Be careful. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen and hats. Make sure those babies got a jacket and a hat. All the fun stuff. I am going to ask you all a question. So my question to you all is, do you all believe, let me ask y'all this question. Do you all believe it's okay to take animals to the 4th of July? I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of taking the pets. I don't like the idea of taking the pets to the fireworks because me personally, I think that it scares them. I think it scares the daylights out of the pets. What do you all think? Eula says no. Alyssa, how you doing? Oh, sorry about your loss, Mildred. Oh my goodness. I think so too, Zadi. I think it freaks the animals out when you take them. You take them, some people take them because, they like for their dogs to see people or whatever it may be. I don't know. But I just think it's best to leave the animals at home because, I think even thunderstorms scare animals, Why would you want to take them where, in their sound, they can hear things triple like we do. And so you could only imagine what the fireworks sound to their ears. I hate when I see an animal at the fireworks. Okay, so Mildred says, Gina, you know what weird where someone tastes the... Okay, let me see. Gina, you know what weird? There's someone named Tastes the Blessing. It said you hid them, but you were messaging the meat. Let me see. But you were messaging the meat. So how is that? I don't know. Oh, massaging. Oh. No, the pets can't deal with the noise. See, Nicole, I think the same thing. Christy says no either. Absolutely. I'm only gonna cook my noodles for 11 minutes. I'm only gonna cook them for 11 minutes. Christy says it does. Let me rephrase that. See, let you rephrase that. Dakota is totally laughing, Mildred, at how you worded that. But I understand what you're saying, and I know what happened, Mildred. I do know what happened. Yeah. Oh, you hope the rain holds off. My goodness. Oh, you got caught in a rainstorm. One time at the fireworks, that's like the worst, right? You think you're going to go see fireworks and it begins to rain. Oh, no. But then it probably cleared up for you. I hope it cleared up for you that day. Hello, Shar. How are you? Oh, see, Zadi says no. The bunny rabbit goes under the bed at the sound of the car. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand that. Okay, so Nellie, how you doing? Nellie says my small dog doesn't know what to do with herself, and she won't even. Oh, see, yeah, I hate when I see. I mean, it's always cute to see the animals when you're out, but taking them to the fireworks, I don't think it's right. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine taking my puppies, and I just feel like they would be shaken half to death. I think they would just be shaken. You're gonna tie. I have an automatic filter on there, and sometimes the automatic filter will get rid of people when they should be gone. Virgo, hello. Susie Q, hello. Hold on, let me find my messages, y'all. Hello, Virgo, welcome. Sue H, welcome in. How are you today? Hi, everyone. Linda says, I'm looking forward to your 70th birthday. Well, welcome. Happy birthday. I pray that you have many more. I pray that you have a blessed, happy birthday. Absolutely. Congratulations. It is. Drew says it's such a blessing. And it is. It is such a blessing to see your 70th birthday. Oh, my goodness. Happy birthday. I pray that you enjoy it. Wildberry, hello. Hello, Jermaine. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Informed Rain. Happy 4th to all. Also, if you have breathing problems, oh yeah, be careful because of the smoke. That's a great message that they say there. They said, if you have breathing issues, be careful because the smoke from the fireworks can sometimes disturb your lungs and stuff. I've never thought of that. But I guess it's a great message to put out there. You had to get your Maltese CBD treats for tomorrow. She's terrified of the fireworks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna put our dogs in the bed, just tell them to lay down and relax because we know people in the neighborhood will be lighting the fireworks and they'll be going off. You'll be hearing that noise all throughout the night, or maybe we'll just hold them for the evening, and just with the blanket and just let them know it's okay, the noise is okay. Michael the Gamer, welcome back in. Hello. I'm going to check my noodles, y'all. My noodles is done. I'm going to go ahead and drain them, and if I want spaghetti and meatballs, I can have it. Okay, so let me drain my noodles. It'll take me 0.2 seconds, okay? The fireworks don't faze your dogs. Oh, is that right, Drew? Okay, so Robin says, Robin, welcome in. Robin says, my mother-in-law just had her 92nd birthday and is in great health. Oh, Robin, what a blessing. Yes, it is, Glenda. Glenda Sapp, how you doing today? Welcome in. And Michael the Gamer, thank you, Sue. Absolutely, Christopher. It is wonderful, Valencia, isn't it? Alyssa, how you doing today? Okay, Gina, my birthday is coming up, July 20th. Get ready for the coconut cake. Now, I know, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make coconut cake. And then for... Sonia said that she wants the strawberry shortcake. But what I'm going to need for y'all to do is definitely email me. Email me like a day or 2 days ahead of time saying, Gina, you got to make the coconut cake. Mildred, I make a coconut cake that'll make you go nuts because it's so delicious. Right? It's so good. I put like Mildred, I put a coconut cream, a sweet coconut cream in the cake. I make like this amazing coconut icing that has coconut pieces going through it. It's one of the best cakes that you've ever had in your life. And all I'm asking you to do is remind me that your birthday's coming up, because you know I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be busy, and it's a possibility that I can forget, and I don't want to forget. Oh, Derek says sound great with pineapple. Yes. Ron Wilson, how you doing today? Shout out to the, oh, you said shout out to the Cancers. July 21st is your birthday? Okay, Stephanie, let me know when you guys' birthdays is coming. I'd love to say happy birthday to you. Gina, your birthday is July 29th. Okay, so that's Denise Billups. You're doing good, Ron? Okay. Okay, so Mildred says, I never had a coconut cake with pineapple. Coconut and pineapple goes together like peas and carrots. It does. All right, y'all, I gotta check my noodles. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just rinsing my noodles off with a little bit of cold water, okay? And the purpose for rinsing them off with cold water is because I want them to cool down. I don't want them to continue to cook, right? So you turn around, cool them off with a little bit of cold water. Okay, we got noodles. That is done. The sauce is simmering. My sauce is simmering. It smells so good in here. How easy peasy was this recipe? How easy peasy is this recipe? It's so easy, right? And then, as many meatballs as we made, you guys can have meatballs for a couple days, right? Absolutely you can. Or, like at this house, with the amount of meatballs that I made, maybe it'll last for 1.5 days. So I wanted to show you all what kind of buns that I'm using. You can use a regular hot dog bun. These are just regular hot dog buns. And you know what? And to be honest, we've even made meatballs by just using whatever kind of bread that we have in the cabinet. I'm so serious when I tell you that, okay? So, and then I like to purchase these rolls. You can get them from Walmart, you can get them from Kroger, and they're called boil rolls. Can you see that? And you spell that. Let me spell it just in case somebody wants to purchase it. They are so good. So they're called white boilio, B-O-L-I-L-L-O. And 8 comes in a package for $3, right? You can buy the brat buns, you know, or just plain hot dog buns, or heck, get some bread and make you a meatball sub, okay? So Linda says, David, your sister's birthday is today, and yours is the 4th, and the oldest sister is the 10th. Oh my goodness. So happy birthday to all of you all. What I could imagine what your parents, what they thought when you guys were younger. Like, did they put your birthdays together? Uh-oh, let me see what Wildberry is saying. And Derek says, easy peasy. You hear me? What's your name? Steve Lives. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining today. I'm going to take the microphone off. In case you all are talking about the sound. Now you could be able to hear the sound in the background, and maybe my voice sounds a little bit better. Gina, I love your red today. Well, thank you. Red is not my favorite color. Thank you. I'm not a fan of red, but thank you so much. Kathy, hello. Says Ron. Shouldn't have mentioned. Yeah, I don't do that either, Derek. Thank you. Yeah, we don't come on here talking about politics. We don't. There's really no need to, you know. We talk about everything else under the sun, but we don't need to come on here talking about politics. Oh, okay, so Cat Lover says, I don't know, I don't want to get into that either, Cat Lover. It's some good topics, though. Hold on, y'all, I feel like I got something in my eye. Hold on, let me look in my mirror. I feel like something's in my left eye. I'm gonna use, let's see, my eraser that I have here for my eyeliner and see if there's something in my eye. I got it out. Welcome, Vanessa, says Mildred. Your sister's birthday is Wednesday, July the 5th. Lots of July babies. Absolutely it is. Happy birthday to everybody here in the chat today. What a blessing. There you go, Phases of Angie. Thank you. Is it a troll alert? Where are they? Get them out. Get them up out of here. And if you can't get them, I'll get them. Where's Derek? I don't know. Oh, your brother's birthday is on the 5th, is that right? Well, tell your brother happy birthday. Oh, okay, Drew, thank you. Thank you, Derek. Meaning television, news, educational, yeah, I don't do that. I don't talk about that on here. We talk about fun, clean stuff here at the Young's house. Absolutely. I don't want to talk about anything that's gonna like create chaos. I don't want to talk about news topics and things like that. Thank you, Cat Wizard. Gina, show us a plant-based pasta meatball. Oh, noodle dish. I absolutely could. So now let me ask you this. Let me see. Let me ask you this. Can you go over to my healthy channel recipe and request it? Request it under my video that you want to see a plant-based meatball. I'd love to make the recipe for you. Now listen here, let's talk about this. Let's talk about, I have made a spaghetti recipe for that channel using spaghetti squash. Now, listen, I use spaghetti squash to make the noodles. Everybody loved the recipe. So if you want to check that out, you would really enjoy that recipe. We didn't use pasta, we used spaghetti squash for the pasta. For those of you that don't know, oh, is that right? For those of you that don't know what my new channel is, my new healthy channel that's coming up off the ground is called Healthy Recipes with Gina. Okay, hold on, Cat Wizard. Let me see. Thank you, guys. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Cat Wizard is gone. Thank you for coming in and joining today. Gina, you have really great recipes on your healthy channel. That crab stuffed salmon. Oh my goodness, says Sandra. Sandra, the crab stuffed salmon was absolutely amazing. It was packed with a lot of flavor. And the salmon recipes, we got them. We can still hear you clear, Gina. Okay, well, Barry, thank you. Kicking it with Donna is laughing. Got it, says Glenda. And then they're out of here. I know, Raymond, so it did. It melted in your mouth, right? Okay, Drew has a question. But the salmon melted in your mouth, and just to taste that crab flavor going all through the salmon, it's really interesting. Okay, Drew, let me see what your message is, okay? Okay, let me get this. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, Ron. Okay, we got it. Well, Drew, tell me what your question is and I can answer you. Okay. Oh, Susan says the beef stroganoff was good. Absolutely. A lot of people were concerned and they wondered. I love Reading Rainbow. I do remember it. I have made a gingerbread cake, Raymond. Would you like one made? It's been so long since I've made one, but it tastes so good. The crab dip was so good. Yes, Angie. What's the other channel called? The other channel is called Healthy Recipes with Gina. Healthy Recipes with Gina. You're making the salmon stuffed crab for the first. Zadi, you are gonna love it. Even if you don't eat it right when it's done, if you don't eat it right when it's done, it's okay. You can go back and eat it later. Just throw it in the microwave. It's just as good. Now, if you listen, for those of you that would like to make the crab stuffed salmon, thank you, Mildred. For those of you that want to make the crab stuffed salmon, I can tell you, if you use the Mrs. Dash spices, the Mrs. Dash spices will purposely make you blacken the top of the salmon, which I absolutely love. But there are some people that don't always like the blackened flavor, right? So if you don't want the blackened flavor, don't use the Mrs. Dash. Just put salt, pepper, garlic powder, you know, and sear it that way. You're gonna get great flavor, but not that blackened texture, okay? Because what happens with Mrs. Dash, those big spices that they have in there, it blackens when you cook it, okay? Okay, I think she just don't, let's see. Yeah, you're right, informed Rain, yeah. Well, I tell you what, if they don't know, they better get used to it. It's clean over here. Clean fun over here. You're patiently waiting on a pizza on the other channel. Okay, Penny, I got you. Penny, I will make a pizza for you. I would love to make a pizza with a homemade pizza crust that's healthy. Most likely, I'll be making a cauliflower pizza crust. It's delicious, right? It's easy to make. I still have to make a recipe for my Holy King. He wants to see the deep dish pizza. But I was telling him I have to perfect that pizza crust. And once I can perfect that pizza crust, then I can bring you guys an amazing deep dish pizza on this channel. A healthy, and Penny, I'll do a healthy pizza recipe on that channel. Oh yeah, thank you for the blackened tip. Absolutely, some spices will give you that blackened, what they like to call blackened, and it looks like it's burnt, but it's just real dark and it's kind of charred. You know, like you would cook something on the grill. Using Mrs. Dash will help you with that. But if you don't like it, don't use it. What you got? What's that? Let me see. Huh? Oh. A lot of people in your family love salmon, but you can't stand that fresh fish taste. Oh my goodness. Now, let me tell you, y'all making me hungry for all the types of food. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, so Drew says, I love blackened chicken Caesar salad. Gina, Drew wanted to know what your favorite childhood show was growing up. One of my favorite childhood shows growing up was Punky Brewster. I just have to say it. I wanted to dress like Punky Brewster. I did. I wanted to dress like her. I used to like Punky Brewster. It was so much fun for me to watch. I used to also like to watch Gimme a Break with Nell Carter and Joey in it. I loved Joey when I was growing up. So those are two of my favorite childhood, like sitcoms that I used to like to watch. And what else? I used to like A Different World. I loved that. What you talk about, Willis, with Arnold. That was great. And then there's another one. I'll just use those three. But as a child, I loved watching those three. Who was it that said kiss my grits? I used to like to watch that. My goodness, I used to love when she said that. Alice. Derek said Alice. I loved it. I loved watching it. Florence. Listen to y'all. Penny says Flo. Mel Steiner. Y'all, we could talk about like stuff like this all day. This is the type of stuff I like talking. I like talking about fun stuff that's going to make the mind and the heart happy. Talking about all these latest news and things that's going bad in the world. I'm really not all for it. Unless it's something that you guys need, But stuff like this makes the heart and the mind happy. Is that how she said it? You can kiss my grits. Mildred said, go, Derek. Okay, so Christopher said, I love to watch. Oh, you did. Okay, so Christopher loved to watch the Parkers. That was a great one. That was absolutely a great one. And then guess what else I like? Oh my goodness. Now Eula just said probably one of the most favorite ones. And I think this could have been my husband's favorite. Oh crap. Oh, Three's Company. Three's Company was the funnest show to watch ever. Like ever. It was so much fun. And we couldn't wait. The Brady Bunch. How about it? Y'all are coming up with some great ones because when the Brady Bunch came on, I was in front of that TV, sitting Indian style with my blanket, and I was watching, right? The Brady Bunch is a good one. Penny. Happy Days. How about it? Happy Days was great. Hey, Big Frank, thank you for coming in. Yes. Denise says, me too, Gina. Oh, Derek. Derek says Gilligan's Island. How about, so see, these are all great ones. Hey, guess what? I'm going to check in on the meatballs, and I want to see if these meatballs is done. The partridge, Ron, that's a great one. Oh, Mildred says, yes, give me a break. And you love Nell's dance. Okay, listen, hold that thought. Hold the thought. Don't go nowhere. Hold that thought. Let's check in on our meatballs, okay? And as I take one out, I'm going to flip the camera over so you all can see what the meatball is looking like. If that meatball is done in the inside, we're taking the meatballs, we're going to transfer them into our sauce. I'm not going to put the microphones on because I ain't going to be over there long, okay? Hold the thought, y'all. Oh, that's a good one, Eula. Gloria says Bewitched. Bewitched is a great one. Okay, remember, I'm not putting the microphone on. I ain't gonna be over there long. But let's look at the meatball right now, see what they look like in the inside, and if it's done, we might even taste one. But the meatballs need to be transferred from your baking sheet into the beautiful sauce. And if you've already, oh, Carol Bonnet, yes. But if you put your meatballs into the sauce already, they're just a cooking up. You ain't got nothing to do. Let's flip this baby over. I'm gonna wash my hands. My meatballs are perfectly done. Can I get the camera? But gotta wash your hands. Oh, somebody says living single. Living single was a great one. I have to admit, it was great. Oh, you like the Fonz with his, what's it called? His collar turned up. You like the Fonz? Who's saying that? Let me see. That's Rigo. Rigo, you're saying you like the Fonz growing up? I think we all did, right? Okay, come in over here. Let's show the people what the meatballs look like. How about we take a nice big one? I'm purposely gonna get like one of the biggest ones. See that? Take a look at these. You see them? Okay. Now come in and take a look at the ones that's simmering. Look how gorgeous. And if you don't bother them, they're cooking up. Look how beautiful. Somebody say, yes, Gina, yes. So you can do it that way. And when you stir it around, my mouth is salivating. Did you just see me take that swallow? Okay, so let's go ahead and transfer our meatballs. But before we do that, let's go ahead and cut this one open to take a look at it, okay? And see what the inside looks like. And then you can also taste it. Ooh, here's where it gets so exciting. Just break it open. Yum, yum, and yum on today. Now, look at the inside. You better look quick because my fingers is a burning. All right, I'm going in. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to taste it. See what the flavor tastes like. Soft. Supple. So much flavor going all throughout. Can you see the parsley? Look at the parsley. We did something right. So now you take your meatballs and just nestle them. If you cooked your meatballs in the sauce, you're moving in the right direction. Take them babies and put them in there. But when you put your meatballs in, just be careful from this point on not to stir it a whole lot because you'll break up your meatballs that you work so hard for. Okay, so be careful. You can put sauce on top of them, but you don't want to stir it a whole lot and break the meatballs up, right? Now, for those that want a meatball sub, get ready to get your cheese out. But also, you can simmer these. Put them in a crock pot and just let them simmer away if you want. Or just let them simmer in here, in the sauce, for as long as you want. But since our meatballs are fully cooked, you really only have to simmer them for, let's just say, a good 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? And how easy. The recipe comes together really quickly. And that's what I want to teach the world. I want to teach the world that delicious recipes that you grew up eating doesn't take forever in a day and it's not hard to make. Number one, it's easy to make when you make a Gina Young style. Easy to make when you make a Gina Young style. Absolutely. I was going to say it one more time, but I'm not. Easy to make when you make it Gina Young style, and it's gonna be tasty. Okay, so all of our meatballs are in, and I want to show you how I like to stir the pot. Okay, I'm gonna eat the rest. I'm eating the rest of this. You want to? Huh. Let the people know what it tastes like. Is it good? It's good. Okay. Tell people so they can hear you.
That's really good.
He says that's really good. All right, y'all, I'm going to clean up my area. I'm telling you, that meatball, so succulent, so flavorful, easy peasy recipe. Make you some Gina Young style. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so come in and I'm going to show you how I like to stir the sauce onto the meatballs. Just nice and easy. You all know how to be gentle, right? And since you know how to be gentle, that's what I want you to do when it comes to these meatballs. Be very gentle. Very gentle. Use your favorite cheese on your meatball sub. Look at that, or even serve those mammoth of a meatball over top of noodles, okay? I want to taste my sauce. I want to taste my sauce to see if I'm happy with the flavor. If for some reason I'm not happy with the flavor, I'm going to go in and re-season again, okay? Always, always taste your food so you know what you're feeding to your loved ones. Don't be curious of what they think about your recipe. Before you feed it to them, know what you're feeding to them. And the way to know what you're feeding to them is you taste it first, right? So let's taste the sauce to see if it's flavorful. It's flavorful. Let that simmer just for a little bit. I'm going to get my cheese out. If you want to toast your bun, absolutely you can. But you all know me. I'm really not one of those people that like to toast the bun because I don't want that extra oil, and I like a nice soft bun. But if you want to toast, absolutely you can, okay? Toast the buns if you want to. I'm not going to toast mine. Let's let these meatballs simmer for a little bit. I got my cheese, I got my buns out. We're going to be eating very soon. Is somebody, turn that light away from me. Is somebody excited about the recipe? Are you excited about the recipe? Frazier, your first live cook-along. Well, welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining us today. Welcome. We're going to have a fun time here at the Young's house. We just made meatballs, so we can have meatball subs. And this recipe is easy, easy. Jermaine, welcome in. Hello and happy 4th of July to each and every one of you all. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Can you turn the air on, please? Hold on, guys. I'm about to come into the picture here in just 1 second. I'm patting my face dry because my face is oily. My face gets oily from the kitchen because it gets hot behind that counter. With all of these lights, we have extreme hot lights that we use to record with. And my face always gets so oily, so I have to blot it with this here to get some of the oil off. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Welcome if you're just now coming in. Happy 4th of July to everybody. My meatballs taste so delicious. I dry toast. Oh, you're going to dry your toast for 1 minute? Okay. Okay, Gina, someone asked what type of bush do you use or brush do you use for your face when you blot it? This is just a, let me show you. This is just a brush from MAC, okay? That's what it is, and this is the loose setting powder. This setting powder is called Black Radiance, and it's a true complexion loose setting powder. And it's a banana color, and when you put it on, it turns translucent, so it just blends in with the color of your skin, and it helps to blot up any oil. Because in the summertime, I have one of the oiliest faces you ever want to see. So I constantly use this, and it keeps me nice and cool. So this just came from MAC. And the loose setting powder comes from Amazon. Thank you. Oh, the meatballs are just simmering up. Can you turn that down for me, please? And pick up that light and turn it off. You're welcome. Now, years ago, oh, you used to have acne. I did too, Raymond. Absolutely. So I understand your issue that you used to have. Somebody asked me something and I forgot what they said. Oh, I missed it. My goodness. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Now, the setting powder helps to blot oil. But I used to use, back in the days, I used to use baby powder. A lot of people don't know that baby powder, even though it's pure white as snow, you can put it on your face no matter what color skin you have after putting your makeup on, and it will soak in and it will just blend in perfect. It's like translucent. It's like it'll be white for a few seconds, and then in 5 minutes you just blot off what didn't soak in, and it helps to prevent oil. I used baby powder for a long time until I discovered this. But so when I run out of that, I use baby powder and it works just as well. And it keeps you nice and cool in the summer. I tell y'all what, it smells so good in here. Thank you, Susan. But a lot of people tell me, Gina, you got beautiful skin. Thank you all for the comments, but I always like to make sure everybody knows that it's makeup. It's makeup that I use. It is makeup that you see, because I don't have perfect skin. I don't. I have blemishes like everybody else has, but I just make sure when I come on here that my makeup is done, you know. You feel left out. Why do you feel left out? Your name is Rigo. Rigo, how you doing? I'm sorry. Nobody means to leave you out. There's so many people in the chat. Sometimes it's really hard for me to just see everybody's message. So Rigo, I definitely apologize. I'm not trying to leave anybody out, but at some point, when I'm reading the messages, I have to look away from the messages, because just standing here, just looking at every single message will kind of drive you nuts, drive your eyeballs nuts. So when I see your message, that's great. Gina Flores asked you, what is your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is the plum. I love a plum, y'all. I like plums so much, I could eat like a whole bag of plums by myself within 24 hours. I love plums, and I got that. My dad, every once in a blue moon, he would get plums. And I thought they are so delicious. So I like a plum. Oh, the honeymooners, how about it? Thank you, Valencia, for welcoming Rigo. Your grandmother loved Gunsmoke. Everybody's grandparents loved Gunsmoke. The movie Gunsmoke, right? Everybody loved that movie. To the moon, Alice. Oh. Oh, you love plums too, says Lily. Absolutely. How do I say your name? Do I say Lily? Dark in there. Yes, Mildred, that's the kind I like. The really dark, they're like dark purple. I love them. I love that you can eat the skin. And right on that outside, it's a little sour. But when you bite down into it, quickly it's sweet, right? And it just bursts with so much juicy flavor. It's delicious. I have to say, plum. Plum would be my favorite fruit. Gina, just pick plums up today. Can you send me some? You have plums also from Colombia. Is that right? Oh, Mildred says, yes, Gina. I know. Okay, Sue, yes, it was, Sue. You are absolutely right. Oh, here's one. Oh, Andy Griffith. Yes, that's a great one. What about this, y'all? What show was it with the Texas tea? What was it? What was it, y'all, with the Texas tea? I'm talking about in the song. Somebody knows. Name that tune. Yes, the Beverly Hillbillies. The Golden Girls, absolutely. Oh, Valencia, yes. Pears. Pears is good. I don't eat pears, rarely ever. I do like a pear, but it's just something that I don't eat. I didn't grow up on them. I don't eat them. Yes, you're right. Mangoes is good. Mangoes, my husband likes mangoes, but it's something that we don't buy. Derek said, our conversation now is mixed up with fruits and sitcoms. It is. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so Mary said, I hate pears. But you like the smell of them. So go figure that, right? Oh, you said yum to pears? Here's what I think about the pears. Here's a very eclectic conversation. Here's what I think about the pears. I think that pears are hard. And when I bite down into a pear, I'm always disappointed because I want it to be softer. So maybe that's why I'm not a fan of it. You know, at least be as soft as an apple could be. You know, and an apple's fairly hard, but I feel like a pear is really hard. It is, Sue. That's how we have fun on here. Absolutely. Asian pears are excellent, but they are expensive. Oh. You love a sweet peach? Sweet peaches are good. Sometimes the fur on the peach can make my throat itch, be a little itchy. So it may be like some type of allergic reaction, but I don't, it's nothing that drives me nuts, but my throat will get a little tiny itchy from a fresh pear. From a fresh peach. But peaches that have been frozen, that doesn't have the skin on them, I can eat those. I can eat a whole bag. Oh, they do, in a brown paper bag, absolutely. Any type fruit and vegetable will ripen in a brown paper bag really well. Okay, so you say when I eat pears, I have to let it sit out for a few days and let it get real soft. Yeah, that's how I am. That's how I am. So now take a peek in at your meatballs. Now for the people that cooked their meatballs in the sauce, your meatballs is definitely done. I'm just gonna simmer these just for a little while so that sauce can seep down into that meatball, and then we can make meatball subs. But if you simmered your meatballs in the sauce while cooking them, yours is done already. I'm gonna give it about 5-7 minutes and we can make us some subs. Oh, is that right, Informed Rain? They're considered to be a good laxative? Okay. You gonna take the dogs out? Take the dogs out. Oh, you did! The Planet of the Apes. I don't know if I've ever watched it. What flowers in attic? Let's see, Derek, what flowers in the attic you like? I didn't get to read that message. I don't know who decided tomatoes or a fruit. But it just don't sound right to me, says Mary. I know, it's interesting though, right? Because they are considered a fruit. Sometimes, especially if you get a nice fresh heirloom tomato that has been grown in a garden, it can be so sweet and beautiful. I feel like the perfect tomato is when you get it outside. I mean, get that baby from outside, right? You wipe it off with the bottom of your shirt. This is what I used to do as a kid. Wipe that tomato off with the bottom of your shirt, put some salt on it, eat that baby, and it tastes so good, right? So Rigo says, Gina, I think this chat took a life of its own. It became the guacamole, a conversation, different, beautiful flavors, and all coming together perfectly. Absolutely, but Rigo, that's what we do here at Gina's. That's what we do. We talk about everything. We talk about childhood, how we learned how to skate, right? Swimming lessons. We talk about childhood memory movies, best childhood candies and foods. We talk about fun things that's gonna make the heart, the mind, and just make you happy. You know, you want to get off of here happy. We do. We talk about all kinds of stuff. It's great. It's great. It is great. And then when we're eating the food, we're talking about how good the food tastes. So we're going to give it about 3 more minutes, and Gina Young's going to jump up. We're getting ready to make meatball subs, and you're going to get to see me taste it. You all are going to get that first bite. This recipe, open the door. Why you lock it? You know, what'd you say? You know, part of your family on here. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You love corn straight out of the garden. Oh, the new Exorcist is coming in October. I ain't watching it. Thomas, I don't want to watch it. Thomas, I don't want to watch it. Right. Sue says a lot of people in other parts of the world eat tomatoes at breakfast, just like we eat fruits at breakfast. Oh, I can see that. I can see that happening. Tomato is beautiful when it's fresh. Oh, you are? You gonna watch that today? No scary movies for you? My goodness. Okay. I like a good scary movie. I do. But I've realized as I have gotten older, scary movies really scare me. Like they scare the daylights out of me. And then I'm looking around like, what was that? You know. Oh, you didn't want to watch the first one, Stephanie. Oh, Tiana says, me neither. The first Exorcist was more than enough for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's some omelets. Oh yeah, Derek. Now listen, y'all. I made a recipe. I believe it was an Asian recipe where you make scrambled eggs that has tomatoes in it, and then you put, it was like a cornstarch slurry, and so you cook the eggs. I'm trying to remember the recipe. You make scrambled eggs, you put fresh tomatoes in there, and a little bit of cornstarch, and it is just a beautiful dish that comes together with like only 3 ingredients. But I think that recipe was so interesting. I did that recipe like 2-3 years ago and everybody loved it. Oh, thank you, Mildred, for telling Rico. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's time to make meatball subs. We're gonna taste them. We're gonna make some meatball subs. Let's flip this camera over. I'm gonna get my hands washed once again, and we're gonna get to try them. I'm gonna sprinkle mozzarella and a little bit of sharp cheddar on my bun. For those of you that want to, what's it called? What's it called? If you want to toast your buns, go ahead and get them toasted. We're getting ready to try this recipe out right now. All right, turn the light on. Turn the light on so they can see. I'm coming around, y'all. We're getting ready to make up this meatball sub. Okay. All right, get my hands clean. But before we make our subs, we're gonna say a prayer. All right, bring that computer a little bit closer to me so I can see what's happening. All right, y'all. I want the camera to come in to see this lovely gorgeousness that's happening in here. Oh my goodness. Somebody. No, I don't need the microphone. I want the computer to stay plugged in. Keep the camera plugged in. All right, look at this, guys. Ooh, this is exciting. I know you would love that right there. Absolutely. Take a look. How gorgeous. How simple was the recipe? It was so easy. And anything, like I always like to say, anything Gina Young does in this kitchen, you also can do it as well. You bet you can. So I was thinking that I just might use one of these. Let's see what happens when I cut into it. If the bread is too thin, then I'll just turn around and use my hot dog bun, okay? I hope you all can hear me right now. Nice to meet you. Absolutely, Paul. Welcome in. Okay, so I'm going to cut this bouillon open. Oh, this bread is lovely. Take a look. Look how gorgeous. Gorgeous bread that we have here. And like I said, listen to me. I just have to be honest. If you, hold on. Stay close to me so they can hear me. If you don't have any buns at the house, just use some bread. Just use some regular bread. Watch me. Here's what I like to do. This is very important. I like to go in with cheese at the bottom. The reason why I like to do that is because I don't know about you all, but I don't like soggy buns. I don't think any of us do. So when you put a barrier of cheese at the bottom, you are preventing soggy buns, right? Absolutely you are. And if you want to toast yours, it helps as well so that your bread is not soggy. When I make a meatball sub or I go to a local restaurant and I'm asking for a meatball sub, I always like to say for mine, not a lot of sauce. Because I think one of the worst things that somebody can do when making a meatball sub for you is putting too much sauce on. Putting too much sauce on can ruin a meatball sub. Do you agree? I agree. All right, now there might be some people out there that wants a ton of sauce on there. Look at that. That's the perfect amount for me. Well, you bet it is. All right, so now I want a little tiny bit of the shredded sharp. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit right there, but then I'm gonna put mozzarella is what you really want. Now from this point, if you wanted to throw it in the oven, but I'm okay with mine just like that. The cheese will melt. Absolutely it will. And for me, little tiny bit of Parmesan cheese never hurt nobody. Yum, yum, and yum again. Woo-hoo. Meatball subs being served here at the Young's house. Make you some. You better make you some. This recipe was easy peasy. And for the people in the background that want to taste my meatballs on the pasta, I'll go ahead and do this just because I know somebody wants to see the meatballs on the sauce. How about it? You can use these meatballs for noodles or the meatballs simply for the bread. Make you some Gina Young style. Quick prayer. Heavenly Father, on today, we'd like to thank you, Lord, for your love, your time, your protection. Please forgive us for our sins in the name of Jesus. Come into our hearts. We make you our Lord and Savior. Thank you for the food that you've given us. Thank you for this extended family here on YouTube. Thank you, Lord, for your many blessings and your lessons. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. I'm going to get a paper towel. We're getting ready to eat. Somebody wants to try this recipe. No worries, because it's easy to make. You can, anything Gina can do in this kitchen, you can do as well. Trust me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you. Thank you. Amen. Turn that light away from me. All right, I'm going to pan down on it, and you get to see. Come on, Meatball Sub. Come on. Ooh, ha ha. That's it. Gina, that's it. Absolutely, that's it. Look at that. Look, 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 look. Somebody is real excited about this. Tell me if I got banana. Here's the thing. If I have banana peppers in the refrigerator, I'm going to put some on here. Tell me if I have banana peppers. Darren, thank you. And look how the cheese is melting because the sauce is so hot. Ooh, okay. I got banana peppers, and watch what I do. Doesn't mean that you're going to put banana peppers on, all right? Because you're not going to, unless you want to. But I want to. Go ask your dad if he wants a meatball sub, if so I can make him one. Tell him I'd love to make him one. Okay, look at this. There we go. That right there, I need that meatball sub in my life. Gina, you're teasing us. I'm not. I just want the food to look good on camera. I promise I'm not teasing anybody. Look good enough to eat. Thank you, Jermaine. All right, hold on, y'all. I don't want you to feel crazy because the camera's getting ready to go nuts. I got to do what I can to fix the camera so y'all can see me eating. There we go. Angela says, yes, and it looks so good. I don't know how I'm going to eat this. Yabba dabba doo Flintstone car is on its way. You said, Wilma, I'm home. You are so funny with that. All right, y'all, take your first bite. Let me know what you think. These bolio, white, I don't know if they're Italian, but it's a white bolio bread. It's delicious. Amen. Once again to my beautiful prayer. How about we take a bite? Derek is laughing. Okay, Informed Rain says, I am salivating over here. Yes or no? Okay. All right, y'all, let's take a bite. You go ahead and take a bite first. There it is in the flesh. Okay, so what I think I should do, I'm going to go ahead, because I don't want to mess my face all up. I'm just gonna tear it. I'm gonna tear it. I'm gonna tear it. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. You can't tell me nothing. This right, and look at, can you see? Hold on. Can you see the flavor in the meatball? You can see the green parsley going through there. This flavor, all that cheese in there. My mouth is watering. This is so good. Why don't you make a sub out of it? You're not gonna make a sub?
I'm gonna get no sub.
Oh, okay. Yes, we do. Once you come in, Paul, we do. We consider you family. We appreciate you coming in and joining us. Sometimes we get a little cuckoo in here, but we're having fun, you know? All right, I'm going in again. Y'all, anybody else want another bite? You're welcome, Paul. We're glad that you're here. Thank you. Y'all, hold on. No. I was hungry. But this sandwich is good. Thank you, Jackie. This sandwich is good. Let's try some of the spaghetti. Stop it, Gina, says Ronald. Ronald says, Gina, stop. Gina, you stop that. All right. And y'all, seriously, the sauce is beautiful. Anybody would be happy with this recipe. Grandma, Grandpa, Uncle Bobo, Aunt Sally. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna be happy with this here recipe. Great easy peasy recipe. This recipe is not gonna let you down. And like I said, you're gonna have leftovers. If you do, send your husband, your wife, whoever, to work with leftovers. People's gonna be asking them, can I taste that? Where'd you get the recipe? You're gonna tell them, Gina showed me how. I think that tickled Derek. He said Uncle Bobo. Y'all, like I always like to say. Oh, you're bringing it out today. Okay. You're welcome, Angela. Thanks so much, Gina. You are so welcome. Hey, listen, I'm here to teach the world how to cook easy, quick, and simple, delicious recipes, Gina Young style. And that's what I'm going to do. So many people say, Gina, don't stop cooking. Listen, y'all, I'm just getting started. I started 2017, and I consider myself just getting started. I'm going to keep on doing this. I love what I do. Pamela says, I don't know what's the best, the food or watching you eat the food. You're making it look so good. Hopefully it all makes you, hopefully all of it makes you feel that way, you know. Because just as important as it is to know how to make it, once you eat it, so it's really both. Look at that meatball. And it's just perfect how I like it. Not too much sauce. Let me ask y'all this. How many of you would just lay on the sauce? I don't want a lot of sauce because I don't want soggy bread. How many of you would just pour the sauce on? Thank you, Sandra. Tell Mr. Young you need his service as a lawyer. I'll tell him he's out back. Right, he would love to be your lawyer. I'll tell him. Right, Thomas, that's what I'm saying. I'm just getting started. If you're new, excuse me, I need to know what time it is. Where's my phone? If you are new, well, it's 8:08. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay? I appreciate having y'all in here. Oh, you like lots of cheese on yours. Yeah, no soggy bread for you either. Yeah. You know, being diabetic, I'm not supposed to eat all the bread. I'm not supposed to, but you see what I did. I gotta watch how much bread that I eat. So what I found myself doing, picking all the meatballs out because it's that stinking delicious. He said, no, you didn't. Yes, I did, and it tastes good. Y'all know I ain't supposed to have all that bread. So now I'm going to taste the spaghetti. I'm going to taste the spaghetti again. Ashton Bull, welcome in. This is one recipe. If you make it, you're going to want to make it again and again and again and again. And if not, your family's going to ask for more. It's that good. So tell me this. Oh, Susan, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. Okay. So tell me this. What time does the fireworks start for you all? Not too much sauce on your bread either, Mildred. Yeah, that's how I like it. Not too saucy. I think Dakota, when he makes his, he's going to load on the sauce. His sandwich is going to be falling apart. I know it is. He's shaking his head, yeah. Are you cooking tomorrow live or doing a video? I'm going to do a video for 4th of July foods. And then I go live on Wednesday. If somebody tells me that they tried, this is Penny, gluten-free bread, and even though it's dry, it's probably, but it is, Penny, it's much better for you, absolutely. Okay, so 9:30. Okay. So I want to make sure. Okay, Robert. Yeah, thank you. Gina, it's hard being diabetic. It is. It's so hard to be diabetic. You just have to know what you can do and what you can't do. Like I said, I'd love to eat that bread because it's the best thing. But it ain't the best thing for me, you know, as I pick up another piece of the bread. You know, this is a good meatball sandwich, y'all. And like I said, later, you don't feel like you want a meatball sandwich, turn around and make up some, where is my phone at? I'm lost without my phone. Turn around and make up some spaghetti because you got plenty of meatballs and sauce left. And you also, if you made noodles, now you got noodles, make up some spaghetti. Take it to work in the morning. Delicious. You can cook for Prince Charles. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's great. Let me see. Ron says, where'd you get the plant-based cheese from? From Kroger. But you can find it at Walmart too. Oh yeah. But you have to search for it, you know. And if you want to, get the Instacart app on your phone when you're just at home doing nothing. Open that Instacart app. Not that you want to shop, but you do want to look through the aisles and see what they have. See if they have plant-based cheese and stuff like that. And in your local store that you're wanting to go to. And if they have it, then you know what store you can go to. Oh, you said, T. Smith says, I can eat sauce meatballs by themselves. I'm making a sweet and sour meatball as an appetizer for tomorrow. Oh. So you said you love brisket, Drat? So what I'm going to do, go over there to the security system. See what time it is, please.
8:14.
It's 8:14. What I'm going to do, since everybody's going to go watch the fireworks, I'm going to get off so you all can get ready to go see the fireworks. But then remember, I done tore into this meatball sub. There ain't nothing left. There ain't hardly nothing left. Not even the bread. It's good. I'm going to get ready to get off so we all can go watch the fireworks and nobody has to rush out the door, okay? We don't want nobody rushing, right? Because if you rush, you know, you can't stay safe. You all have a happy 4th of July. Happy fireworks. Tomorrow you're going to see great recipes from me for the 4th of July. It's going to be recipes that you're going to want to cook. I did tell you all I wanted to talk about a couple recipes that you guys can make tomorrow. One recipe that I like to make for the 4th of July is my Jell-O cake. All right, where I turn around and I put the red Jell-O into the cake, and the cake is a white cake. And then you see like this red marbling going through the cake, and then you can also use the blue raspberry Jell-O. So you see red, white, and blue cake, and then you top it off with like a whipped cream icing. It's so cool and refreshing, and it's a beautiful dessert for the 4th of July. And you could even make like a flag on top if you wanted to by using black or blueberries for the stars. And then a couple of cut strawberries to go, you know, like stripes for the flag. It's a cake that everybody's gonna want, right? It's easy peasy, right? So that's definitely a recipe you can do. You can also do my fruit pizza, where we use the sugar cookie dough and put the fresh fruit on top, and you slice it like pizza, and everybody loves it. You can take that to a picnic or to the fireworks with you. I also like to do hot dogs and bratwursts, and then grill up some onions, or you don't have to use a grill if you don't want, but saute up some bell peppers and onions for your hot dogs. That's perfect for the 4th, right? Or if you want to, you can just make a lot of Italian subs, wrap those babies in foil, and take them to go. So there's so many different ideas for the 4th of July. And what you guys can do is you can look up, you can type in Gina Young 4th of July recipes. And a lot of stuff's gonna show up. It's gonna give you some great ideas. Happy 4th of July to you all. Happy 4th, I love y'all. Be safe. Don't take your dogs with you. Don't take your dogs to watch the fireworks. Don't do it. I love y'all, and I'm so glad that you came in today to join me on the special day that we have here. I'm glad I was able to give you all an amazing recipe, Gina Young style, in hopes that you'll make it and you share it with the world. Yes, Ron. Thank you, Mildred and Ron. I love y'all so much. I love each and every one of you all in this chat. If I didn't get a chance to say hello to you, hello, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. Now, Wednesday will be a little bit different. We're cooking again. It will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have more time to talk, okay? But today's such a busy holiday. Everybody's ready to get ready for the fireworks. So let's get off of here, get ready for the fireworks, and stay safe. Okay, but I ain't getting off of here without a big old hug. Give me a hug, 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 give me a hug. I love y'all. Yes, Derek. Absolutely. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you all on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless and good night. And happy 4th of July. Mary Jane, everybody, Glenda Sapp. Good night, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Good night.